Welcome back to the channel. It is Monday, March 27th, 2023, and the markets are kind of surging up today because First Citizen Bank has bought a very sizable chunk of Silicon Valley Bank. Now, I don't recall the exact amount that they had purchased, but it was a very, very sizable chunk, absolutely tremendous chunk, and that is causing banks to sort of inch up higher. So this whole bank drama that's been going on since SVB has really just exposed a lot of cracks, if you will, in the banking system. But also, it's sort of exposed the recession risk that the entire globe faces at the particular point in time, especially after so many different countries around the world printed just endless money for no apparent reason in order to be like, well, COVID-19, well, yeah, let's print some cash. So here we are. We had Silicon Valley Bank had its whole issue, its whole contagion that exposed Deutsche Bank because it brought in regulators. Deutsche Bank then ended up getting bought out by UBS. Now after UBS bought Deutsche Bank, Credit Suisse. Excuse me. Let's try that again. SVB does its whole thing. That causes Credit Suisse to get investigated. Then UBS comes in. They buy out Credit Suisse. And after that whole thing, then Deutsche Bank is having its own crisis. It's kind of falling a little bit away to the headline, which is now being overshadowed by First Citizens Bank now purchasing a major sizable chunk of S&P. That's causing the markets to go up today. So let's go ahead and dive in, take a look at these markets today, see what we got going on. Where's the... Hang on here. Looks like my streaming software is just a little bit slow today. It's taking a minute to pull the scene up. I wonder why. All right, so here we are. It's falling down a little bit from earlier. Actually, a lot bit, because when I came and checked this earlier, it was down at 40.30. It's up to 4.30, I should say. Let's get zoomed out here a little bit. When in doubt, zoom out. All right, today we'll be trading in both our Apex and our Elite Trader funding. Both our Apex and our Elite Trader funding valuations. Interestingly enough, my two Tradebait installations, or my two Tradebait logins rather, try to mirror each other, which is kind of fascinating. Because I had other charts up here, and now we have less charts. It's kind of funny, because I closed one on one. So we have 3, 1, and 20 on the micro, and then we got 1 on the mini. We have 3, 1, and 20 on the micro, and 1. Okay. Work. On our Apex account, we've got our trailing max at 723. We did come back a little bit from, we were down at like 400 or something. So we brought back around 300 bucks. However, I only have $91 available in my Apex account. And that is because we traded way too heavily on Friday and just got chopped up pretty heavily on Friday. So here we are. We're going to go very slow, and we're not going to trade in the mini at all on our Apex account. So we only have the micros up here, and I'll get rid of this on the DOM as well so that I don't accidentally trade the mini. And I'm going to take a look at Apex or Elite Trader funding, make sure that we still have the micro and the mini here. So we got both. All right. So, market kind of crashing down since we jumped on. when I was checking the markets earlier, we were up here, we were tapping these highs up in the 40, 30s. And you can see that we've sold off a good 20 some odd bucks off of here. Getting a little red yellow move on some green dots on the TTM. Below the 200 moving average. You can see we got this red to yellow move right here, which was a bounce off the volume weighted average price, which came up and ran into resistance to the 200 moving average here on the 1 minute chart. That pushed us down off that 200 moving average, which has been an insanely strong resistance point for the last 2 months. Ever since the bears got in control, the 200 moving average is like transformed. Hopping up here at 4013 off of 4010. Throw a potential support line here at 4010 area. And I'm going to start off by trading the micro. Trying to keep my risk reward in check. Now this is looking near a cyan switch on the 20-second chart. Now, so you guys know, the 20-second chart, it's not like particularly the strongest chart in the world, but it is good for really short. And essentially, all in the 20-second chart, one thing I found is that it's incredibly essential to wait for exact confirmation of your move. So, for example, we have a confirmation move on my strategy when this 9 EMA is 12 EMA, and in particular in the 20-second chart when these cross over, when the 9 crosses the 12 and both of them cross over this 12. We also have a confirmation on my strategy too when this yellow turns to cyan, same color as this 12 EMA here. And that gives us pretty decent confirmation on the day, or I should say on the move, in order to have that move go up. Joining the bid here.
Order filled.
In there at 4012. Trying to get in slightly lower. But we do have a cyan candle right there. I'm in the micro, so I'm taking a very small risk. And I might move this up to like 13 and a quarter. Let's go last. Down here. Move this up to 13 and a quarter. Because I think that this will actually pop up to this EMA 35 here. I'm just gonna actually keep it at our original 1275 because I want to make sure I get out of this with profit. There's the trade there. So that did go through. Made 724 on that. Like I said, I'm going very slowly today, and I'm gonna be going slow here for a little bit. There's a big rejection right there off the EMA 50. Now, see, this is why I said, on the 20-second chart, it's not nearly as strong as some of the other charts, but it is very useful for that exact move that I ended up taking, which was more or less this switch to cyan, and then I just got in for a small scalp all the way up. So just taking really small moves. And that's how I'm going to be playing this here for a while, especially on the Apex side. The Apex side, we traded so heavily on Friday and took really heavy losses on Friday that I'm really just going to be focused on building my trailing max drawdown back up. 9 is dipping below the 12 again, and kind of rejecting that 50 EMA there. get a little bounce here, but 4010 looking at as our support line. 4010 area there. Right there. Now, while this does sort of look like it's going to bounce here, we've got these the red candles here on the TTM. And that's sort of indicating a little bit further downward turn. And so I would probably look for this to switch from red to yellow. And you can see that bounced again. We bounced several times off this zone here, off this like 4009.5, 4010 area. And I'm just looking to get a real, like a small trade in my Apex account and try and work that trailing max drawdown back up. And I've been trading on the 20-second chart for the last, 10 days or so. And I've had pretty good luck with it, pretty good accuracy. It does seem significantly more volatile to me. But in that volatility presents a reasonable amount of more opportunities so that I'm not sitting and looking at the chart for what feels like forever sometimes. By the way, thank you all for showing up today. I really appreciate everyone who's here. I really do love and appreciate y'all hanging out. Yeah, that's kind of it. Just love and appreciate y'all. Bouncing off that 950 zone again, hitting red and yellow on the 20-second chart. Again, I don't really take the red and yellow move on the 20-second chart very often. Occasionally I will, but really I'm looking for a more confirmed move, like a cyan. So I'm looking for usually a little bit more something like that. Also, one thing that's really fun here on the 20-second chart is this 52-hour cross. You get more of them. Like, they happen more frequently on the 20-second chart than they do on the 45 all the other time frames. And what's cool about that is that you can usually take these and buy these for a small amount of money, usually a couple of ticks. Usually close to like 7 ticks versus like a smaller scalp for you or something, which is really cool. So it looks like this may be working out. Watch out for resistance from this EMA 35 here. Like I said, I'm going to wait for that confirmation there. There's that this yellow is looking pretty strong. Nine's above the 12 now. Going a bit here. Going a bit on a flash down, unfortunately. We got in at 1150. And I'm going to need to cut this. I got to cut that. So unfortunately that was in our Apex account too. So that was a $30 loss. And we're ripping it down now pretty heavily. So I'm gonna pump the brakes a little bit and take a look at the longer time frames. What's the volume, by the way? Y'all are out there. Volume, yeah. So we're flashing down to about 8.75. We've got a long way to go, I think, before this turns around, if at all. On the 1 minute side, I don't see this turn around really at all for a long time. But we may get some runs up to like 17, like 15 and 17, something like that. Let's take a look at the 3 minute. So 3 minute flashing a yellow on the TTM there. Sometimes trading is just a lot of waiting around. It's a lot of having patience, enjoying a good cup of tea. Reasonable amount of resistance at that 9 EMA there on the 3-minute chart. It's right up there around $13.50, $14. TTM is down at 10.5 on the 3-minute chart. There's a yellow candle. We'll have a new candle here in about 30 seconds on the 3-minute chart. Getting a lot of buying pressure coming in. TTM on the 1-minute chart has moved up to 2.5 from 3.7. It's pretty good momentum. Watch out for resistance there at that 35. Could potentially pop up here pretty soon, at least for a push up towards VWAP. So we went from 10.5 area to 9.6 on the TTM3, and we're getting a flash down, rejecting off of that 12 EMA on the 3-minute chart there. On the 20-second chart, did hit that little crossover. There's that little confirm move that I talked about. That came with the science, which is cool. So that would have been a nice little scalp. Right now, we're kind of hitting resistance at that 50 EMA on the 20-second chart. Looking a little better. Curious to take it. I'm weary because of the flash downs like this. Alright, I'll join the bid here.
Order filled.
We're in 2 contracts of the micro. I'm just looking for a move up to 13. We're in at 12 and a quarter.
Order
So
filled.
we got that move up to 13. And we're up 11.26 on the day in Elite Trader Funding. Just building that back up. That's all. And really want to take this move on the Apex side. I gotta wait for like a really perfect move I guess the move was the right move on the Apex side.
Order filled.
In 2 contracts on the Apex side, look for an exit at 14.25.
Order filled.
All right, we got that exit. We still have a ways to go to bring this discount back into green. Nine is above 12. We've got resistance here at the EMA 35. So we get a hard out for that. That's why the music felt loud. We're in the bid here. I tried to get in there at 13. Gonna switch to the mini here on Elite Trader Funding. And I'm just looking at taking 1 contract. Tried to get in there, 1 contract at 13, and kind of missed the entry. Now we got to wait because of this resistance zone here at the EMA 35. Zoom out a little bit. We might rip up to like 16. I'll put this at 2.1 from 1.7. Wow, I wish I would have got that entry off 13, man. Oh, dang. Resistance there at the EMA 35. I wouldn't be surprised if this pulls back a little bit, but it kind of looks like it's going to pop up towards the 50. I'm going to put an entry here, a standing entry at 1450, just to see if we get a pullback. Actually, I'm going to cut that now, just in case this flashes down. But because we're going from 2.3 or so to 2.7, it's not particularly a lot of momentum behind this. But there is decent divergence. This is a good move type setup. 35 is still on the up curve. There is 20 seconds left in this candle. Just gonna take a look at the 20-second chart here real fast. See how this is stacking up. A little bit of sell-off on that 20-second side. Not much though. So this was a really nice move. I wish that I had gotten filled through that area, but and even that I had kept the 1450 spot, because I think that was actually ended up being a pretty good move. Getting a green dot now on cyan and going from 2.8 to 3.5, so pretty good momentum there. Watch out for rejection along the EMA 50. kind of surging up now, popping up now towards the volume weighted average price, which is up there at 21, which is what I think that we probably have room to get to now. Got a standing order at 16 and a quarter, which we entered into, and I'm going to look to get out at 1750 is my exit point here. Pulling all the way back to 1550. I'm going to reduce this down to 1675. Maybe I'll put it at 17 actually exactly, and go for 3 ticks on this. Did pull back a little bit more than I expected it to or wanted it to. Yeah, it's pulling out very heavily now. And bear in mind, we're in the mini, not the micro, unfortunately. Probably going to have to cut this. I don't want to, but I got to.
Order filled.
So that puts us red on the day then, $181.82 on the Elite Trader funding side. Kind of giving up a lot of our profits on the day. This is very kind of a frustrating trade day right now for me so far. I think that we can turn it around. I just think that we needed to, if I think about what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong, I think I might have chased that move. And also, I think that I definitely should have kept that entry off that EMA 35. But aside from those aspects of it, I have to make sure that I don't trade aggressively because I have a tendency to sometimes do that. Pulling back really heavily, so I'm glad I cut that, but the intention here was for this to pull back to the 50 and bounce up towards the VWAP and reject up to the VWAP. But that was quite a sell-off there. So I think I'm going to stick with 3 ticks. It's slower going, but I can get more consistent trades with it. So we're pulling back down here to these this 950 area. What's our low on the day? Low is down at 39.97. High is at 34.50. So 97.50 and 34.50. Those are lows and highs of the day. On the 3-minute chart, we had stacked up quite nicely on that little run there, and now we're pulling back a little bit off of that major drop. I don't know that we're going to really drop below this resistance level. I mean, we've hit it so many times, and we kind of keep bouncing back off of it. It's right here between 8 and 10. $7.5 on the UTTM3. We have some ground to make up now on the elite trader funding side. Well, we've been kind of on the ropes, like on the fence, since like day 3 of the evaluation. We did really well the first 2 days on both ETF side and ABEX side, and I've been on the fence like since. What's that VWAP? On the 20-second chart, the 200 moving average is dipping below the VWAP. That typically looks good for a trend reversal over time. It's not like a fast one. It's not going to be like, it's happening right now. But it does sort of bode well for some more long action, some more bullish action in not too long from now.
Order filled.
Join the bid here at 10.50. I'm looking for a little bounce up to 11 and a quarter. Right there where that EMA 35 is. I'm in micro. Ready to cut it quick if it goes any further against us. All right, we're out.
Order filled.
Loss of 15 on that one. Down 202.80 on the day. Boom, boom. I took that based off of sort of the stacking here. And this honestly just confirms what I was saying earlier, that I need to wait for the confirmation of the moves with the moving averages as well as with the TCM. And just stick to my strategy, man. Boom, boom. I also get focused on going to short more frequently. Did anybody ever think about just flipping their monitor upside down in order to like trade them to trade short? Just a thought. Because the strategies kind of are the exact same, just flipped upside down. By the way, if y'all chilling, hanging out, make sure you like and subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. Also, check out our Discord community. We do have like a small but growing number of people there. We have about 30 people in there now. We'd love to have you guys in there. Talk about everything from philosophy to trading to futures, forex, and whatever. Entrepreneurship. It's a pretty consistent topic in there. We got the EMA 35 crossing above the 26. That typically also looks good for trend reversal. Zoom out here. Zoom out further. S&P 500 giving up most of its gains on the day, but I really do actually think that there's a pretty large uptrend on the way. It's just that it's just a matter of when. We're looking at like 8:30 on this. I mean, Both the 50 and the 200 are working their way downward. Eventually, the 50 is going to begin to level off and get above the 200. Join the bid right here at 4,006. I'm looking to get out of like 4,009, so I'm taking a little bit of a swing here. 2 contracts. I'm going for 12 ticks. I'm going to cut it right there.
Order
take that
filled.
Profit. Got in at 4,006. Got out at 4,007. So 4 ticks. We're going to switch to a 5-tick range here now. 20 seconds TTM going to 1.2. And it's looking pretty nice for a push up here. Upping up to 8.25. I guess we could have held on to 9. 9 was right there at the EMA 35. We tapped it. 2.7 now on the TTM. This is looking a lot stronger. I try to put an entry here at like 750. So I'll be looking for a pullback to like that 9 EMA. Tapped our order, but didn't fill.
Order filled.
Filled there at 750. Hopefully you don't just get a surge down. My hope is that we get a pop back up off this 9 EMA. We'll zoom in a little bit. That's the surge back down. That's what I was hoping would not happen. Okay, I'm still holding on to this for a second. I'm gonna see if this pulls up a little bit. Nah, it's just pushing down further and further. All right, we're out of that.
Order filled.
Gave back more than what we gained, because we did 2 here and 4 ticks, so that's 250 times. This is like $10, but you can see we entered here at 750 and exited here at 4.25. So we gave back like 20, just over $20 on that. Currently down 232.26 on the day and trailing max at 488. I think that trade in the mini kind of killed us a little bit, unfortunately. We still have a reasonable amount of trailing max, and if you guys recall, we had our trailing max was down at like 350, and we've come back a bit from that. We did have this up at above 700 on the trailing max, and now we're still kind of working on that because we did give back 200 plus today, unfortunately. Zoom out a little bit here. $14.86 and 8.5. So unfortunately, the 50 EMA is still working its way downward. Now the 200 SMA is also working its way downward, but they're working their way downward in conjunction. We want the 50 to kind of just level off, and then for the 200 to keep working its way down. We're kind of close to that crossover here. Let's see if we get that. The 50 EMA and the 35 have acted as pretty strong resistance here on the 20-second chart, as well as the other charts as well. So we got to watch out for those. Kind of missed that entry. It tapped it a couple of times, but didn't fill it. But the 9 has not gotten above the 12 yet. There's the 9 above the 12. So this is looking stronger now. I'll look for an entry off of, I guess, off of 7. Looks reasonable. It's not coming down that far. Bounced off the EMA 35 quite well. Try to join the bid off of 50, off the EMA 50. Or not join the bid, but put a order out there. Nope, just not doing it. Missing the rip.
Order filled.
All right, join the bid at 850. I hope this doesn't hit me the way that the same type of move hit me earlier. Now, we do have some different factors here that we didn't have before. This is on a 20-second chart, so this could flash really quickly, but 9 is getting above the 35. It is above the 12. We just want to see that push up. 975 is the peak of this doji here, and that's where I'm looking to get out at. Currently close to break even in this trade. We need a little bit more buying momentum here to push this up. I'm going to take a look at this, the 1 minute chart here. 1 minute does have a red to yellow move. Does not have 912 confirmation though. I'm going to put this right at just a single tick, and I think I'm a little late. I think it was a good move. I just think that we went for too many ticks. And probably going to have to cut it here. Maybe not.
Order filled.
Okay, well, we didn't have to cut it. We didn't make very much on it. But that definitely could have been a better trade. I think we just needed to go for smaller range. Been struggling to get 5 ticks today, but 3 ticks seems pretty consistent. So, and I've also been struggling to get the buy on the rips. So I don't really want to do market purchases. A lot of times it'll just fill me way up here. I have a new 3-minute candle inbound. Probably pull the 5-minute chart up too, which I don't have up here at the moment. Throw a 5-minute chart up, and let's put that on the left. So 5 minute looks like we're actually about to get a 5200 cross right here on the 5 minute chart. I'm trying to get zoomed in on it, like right there. They're basically the 50, the 200, and the VWAP are all pretty much in the exact same spot right now. That is troubling for some for any trend reversal. Three-minute has downward cross. One-minute TTM moving to 1.4. 1 minute chart has the 200 moving average working its way down as well. Boom, 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 boom. 20-second chart has the 200 moving average at 1313 and the 50 at 4007. Let's see if this moves up at all, but with that 5 minute crossover on the 5200 approaching, I'm less inclined to think that there's a upward trend inbound with the 5200 cross on the earlier time frames. Yeah, there you go. Boom, boom, boom.
Order filled.
In short, 2 contracts, just looking for another little push down here. Keeps tapping my order, but not filling it. I'm gonna have to cut it. Yeah, we're out.
Order filled.
Really struggling on trading today. So, being as that's the case, I don't know, man. I don't know that I want to keep taking L's today. So I think I'm gonna shut it down. A lot of L's today for me. So I gotta figure out what's going on with my trading, with my trade strategy, with my mind, any of those types of factors. So thank you guys so much for being here today. I very much love and appreciate you guys. And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. We'll be here at 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 market time. I know today was a short stream today, but I don't want to just sit here and keep losing. And I'm really struggling on making accurate trades today. So being as that's the case, I need to know when to walk away. And I've taken enough losses today to just be like, okay, I'm ready to walk away. All right. So thank you guys so much. I will see you guys tomorrow, 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 market time. Thank you guys so much for being here. And we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.